field, 50%, 3 of 6 from three-point range with 15 points. So he's definitely picked up the pace from last game. Demo has started off pretty hot, going 2 of 2 from three-point range, 3 of 4 overall. And Christian Peavy is doing what he does with 7 points, 2 of 3 from the field, and then 100% from three-point range. It's just a great game so far for the Fighting Knights after a terrible shooting performance versus the Dominican Chargers this past Thursday.
Second half action. Man-to-man defense to start for the Yellow Jackets of Cedarville University. Skip past Moore. Nemo into the lane, backs out, 15-footer, hits the heel of the rim. Cameron Gaines rebound. His put back, rims and soft touch by the smooth Cameron Gaines.
And that's just one beautiful thing about Cameron's game. The kid is willing to fight it, and his physique being long and athletic, being able to get a bunch of different tips-ins, and we saw the offensive rebounding on that end.
Parker. Skip past Moffmer for 3, rimming no, and rebound out to Peavy. Here comes Christian, attacking on the middle of the floor. Ellis over to Moore. Three-pointer Demo wasn't quite in rhythm after the jab step. And they break out with Moffmer to the rim, scoring with the left hand. 50-34, Fighting Knights. Checking the perimeter, Lynn shooting well from beyond the arc, 7 of 14 at the break. Allen step back, he will launch, good.
And a great shooting performance tonight from Jordan Allen. After struggling from the field the past 2 games, he's finally coming back to his own after being out.
Moffmer looks for the answer and has it with the soft touch from distance. Moffmer now with 10 points.
And these first 3 minutes for the Fighting Knights are going to be very crucial if they can withstand the run that the Yellow Jackets are going to try to go on.
A rare wide open miss from Darius Moore. So Demo, who hit his first 2 triples here tonight, has missed 2 to begin the second half. 53-37, Lynn. Cedarville comes in 6-5 on the season, 4-2 on the road. Just underway here, second half. Van Horn turns to face, finds Green, dribbled it off his leg, pressure to the timeline by Ellis. Green pulls up for a 3 and drains it. This kid is impressive, 6'7", with his shooting ability. I really like his talent.
Definitely. We've seen Green being consistent all night and being that bright spot for the Fighting Knights.
Peavy was hoping for a whistle there. It never came. Van Horn, look at Green elevate, and the putback is in.
And I talked about that run in the first 3 minutes, and here it's coming. It's coming right now. So you can see guys are clapping. Parker is, the bench is up. The intensity is turned up for the Yellow Jackets team. So Lynn's definitely going to have to get a bucket here.
They look for Peavy. They're trying to ISO Christian. Peavy gets pushed. Tough cover, Christian Peavy, for anybody. And Ten Hove trying to stay with him.
And it's so difficult, especially when you're a big trying to guard Christian Peavy, because he's so athletic and so quick. And he's physical too, so he can get to that spot and bump you off the spot and draw contact.
Allen, turnaround J is short. And here comes Moffmer as Cedarville looking to get this deficit into single digits for the first time since early in the game. 3-point shooter is fouled. Parker will go to the line to shoot 3. A mistake by the Lynn defense.
Yeah, you never want to foul a 3-point shooter. Demo's got to contest under control and then hope for the miss, but instead fouled, and now here's Parker the chance for 3.
And Parker statistically not a very good 3-point shooter. A big mistake by the Lynn defense. And Moore, not only does he send the shooter to the free throw line to shoot 3, Parker, where he shoots 75%, but he's picked up his 3rd foul. So Cedarville can find themselves right back into this game. Lynn jumped out to a 19-2 start in this ball game with their hot shooting after struggling offensively on Thursday night against a terrific defensive team in Dominican, New York. So Parker hits 2 of 3. It's a 9-point Lynn advantage.
And we see the press for the Yellow Jackets trying to speed this Friday night's team up, but it's going to be pretty hard with a terrific ball handler and Brandon Mornellis.
Allen finds Beebe. And an illegal screen called against Cameron Gaines as Lynn. Coach Price does not agree with that call at all.
Big stop here for the Fighting Knights team. Defense gotta really need a stop right here. Need a big time stop.
Lynn led by 16 at the half. They've led by 20. Backing down, Bornellis just holding on against the 6'8" Van Horn. Second foul on BB. Demo on the bench with 3.
And if you're BB, you gotta get through that screen. It's gonna be a mismatch down there. Him trying to guard Van Horn.
Now collected in the backcourt. Malfmer picked up by Peavy on the switch. Backs up, takes a tough 3, partially blocked by Peavy. I don't know about that decision there. And then Lynn turns it right back over. Coach Price is furious. 2 turnovers in a row. First the offensive foul, and then they throw the ball away. And Lynn allowing Cedarville back into this game.
And just in that trip alone, the Yellow Jackets have won that first initial.
And Malfmer. Now Lynn has done a good job against Tenhove. Tenhove on the season averaging 16 points and 8 rebounds. So far tonight, I had him at 1 for 7. Has he been updated since then, Tenhove?
Tenhove is 1 of 7. Yep, he's still at the same percentages.
So Lynn switching to a zone here.
And I like that, putting Cameron up top and the 1-3-1, just being able, his length, disrupt some passes up there.
6'8". Malfmer 4-3. They got to find him, though. You don't want to leave Malfmer alone.
And we've seen this all season with this Fighting Knights team. Just the consistency. There's these spells where they go scoreless, off on the defensive end, so just got to get better.
They switch to a zone. PV 4-3 out of the corner, airballed it. Rebound collected by Parker. Malfmer is a 52% three-point shooter coming into the action. So Lynn has to identify him on the floor. Green in the post. Little jump hook is short. And Peavy seizes the rebound. Christian on the attack, draws the bump, and passed instead of shot, so it won't be free throws for Christian. Ellis is trapped. Allen pull up, got square and nailed it.
Great shot from Jordan Allen, under control, getting to a spot and elevating for the 2-point bucket.
BB against Malfmer. Parker checked by Allen.
Good fight by Peavy down low.
Green 4-3, yes. Quinton Green.
And here come the Yellow Jackets.
What a talent he is at 6'7". Alley-oop for Ellis, and that's a foul on Green as he hip-checked Ellis when Brandon went in flight.
And I tell you, if I'm a defender and Ellis is jumping that high, I'm praying I don't get put on that poster. So Green fortunate on that trip.
Well, they say 2 free throws to the dismay of the Cedarville sideline and Coach Pat Estep. And now they're going to have a discussion about it. And the officials decide that it's their fault and they will inbound the ball. It was probably the correct call, Morgan. What do you think?
I don't know. That's a tricky one because clearly Ellis wasn't just going up to catch the ball. He was definitely trying to dunk it, but the referee made their call. So
I agree with that, but the contact happened before he was kind of in the act of shooting.
Yeah, definitely. I understand that. I mean, you can't go wrong either way.
Yeah. But it's a moot point as Cameron Gaines nails the 16-footer from beyond the right elbow. 7-point lead for Lynn.
And we see the Fighting Knights switching back to man-to-man.
And good battle underneath as that ball deflected off of Van Horn and out of bounds with Gaines positioning defensively. Maybe you're on a PV screen. Allen into the paint. That's an errant pass. And the turnover back to Cedarville. Mossmer. Good D by Beebe. Tenhogue sets the screen for Green. You got to step out on him. Steal by Allen. Picked up by Peavy. Christian out to Allen. 4-3 in the corner. Missed it, and then Peavy fouled over the top. His third. And Coach Price saying, why? So Moore and Peavy have 3. An interesting decision there, Morgan. I know you go to Allen, a terrific three-point shooter, but Peavy probably could have had a layup there if he continued.
Yeah, definitely, and it's just kind of, I don't know, it's what I talked about earlier with guys just being very unselfish, want to seem like a great teammate, but I would like to see Peavy keep that in his hand.
So DeMond Parker has to call a timeout. Has struggled inbounding the ball. It is 57-50 Lynn.
For the latest Sunshine State Conference news, visit sunshinestateconference.com. And while you guys are there,
so Lynn had a 16-point advantage at the break. They led by as many as 20 in the first half. And now it is just a 7-point lead over a tough Yellow Jacket team. Moffmer, the very similar game and body type to Lawton of Florida Southern. There's a lob over the top, partially blocked by Gaines. Great recovery by Cameron.
Great blocking. Your athleticism, if you're late, can always save you a little bit. So we see that with Cameron Gaines on that possession.
Ellis pull up Jay in and out. Battle for the rebound goes to St. Kari. He can't put it back in. Look at Gaines' battle. Loses it on the deck and picked up by Moffmer.
Tough trip down for Fighting Knights, and we see the mix-up on defense. Wide open 3 for Parker.
Yep, Parker makes him pay. 57-53. The closest that Cedarville has been since the opening moment.
And this Cedarville team is outscoring the Fighting Knights 21-9, Ari. And we see a switch in the percentages. 58% for Cedarville versus 30% for Fighting Knights. So defense is definitely something that's going to have to take place here if the Fighting Knights are going to come away with this victory.
Moore and Peavy on the bench with 3 fouls. There's a nice play in the interior by IB and Gaines for that basket. Back out for another open 3. That missed. Allen the rebound off the miss from Spielman. Jordan Allen through the legs. Hangs got it blocked. And out of bounds to the Fighting Knights. Not sure that Coach Price loved that take there against 3 defenders.
No, definitely want to see Jordan maybe pull it back out, run some offense, but the killer's instinct, so killers are going to try to kill at all times.
So this under 12-minute media time.
Extending that zone, it's very hard to guard this Fighting Knights team man-to-man because they have so many different weapons on the floor, and a lot of guys, it's hard to stay in front of them one-on-one. So the zone brings out the skill, which Lynn does have a lot of, but it's going to force a lot of teamwork.
Look at Ellis keep it alive. Peavy elevates into the clouds for that one, puts it up, tips it in.
Great job from Christian Peavy, and we see Coach Price putting him and Demo back into the game, trying to spark this Lynn team a little bit and go on a run.
11 minutes remain in this ball game. Parker, he's got Peavy on the switch. Christian has 3 fouls. Calling for it in the post, Tenhobe, who has Bornellis on him. And an offensive foul on Tenhobe, who gives a puzzled look to the official, saying, what did I do?
That's a great fight by BB, trying to get around front the post. Terrific job, and the referee rewarded him for fighting so hard.
Now, Tenhobe at 6'7", 225. Bornellis, well, they list him at 6 foot 137. (61-53). Peavy very dangerous along the baseline. That's a flop, and they do call a block there on Tenhobe. So a frustrating sequence for Connor. Picks up 2 quick fouls.
Are we shooting? No shots?
Team's 5th foul. So Tenhobe to the bench. Replaced by Van Horn. How many is that on Tenhobe now?
Tenhobe has 4 fouls. So one more foul and he's done for the evening. So we'll see Coach probably bench him and save him for a little later, for a later stretch in the game.
It's been a frustrating evening for Tenhobe, who's had a terrific year. IB quickly to the hoop, draws the foul on Van Horn, so Sankari to the free throw line, where he shoots 67%. IB, transfer out of Chipola College and Grand Canyon University. Part of the under-19 national team of Senegal. And this is the first of 2.
Just got to take your time at the free throw line, relax. They're easy points, no one's guarding you. Just got to put them in.
Soft touch on that one. It is now a 9-point Lynn lead. Got to step out on Moffmer. Moore has 3 fouls. In the post, Van Horn against IB, and Sankari claims he got all ball, but they call the reach in.
No, that one looked like a foul. IB's just got to keep his hands up and just wall up. Can't give a ref an opportunity to blow the whistle.
Shooting for the Yellow Jackets will be Van Horn.
Van Horn, a little unorthodox release, able to knock it down. 56% free throw shooter, the sophomore. Takes that ball way behind his head. Able to hit both of them. 62-55. And here's the pressure from Coach Eastep and his team, and they get the turnover.
It's a tough pass to make from Demo, especially with Green back there looking more like a defensive back.
There's Green against Ellis. Terrific matchup there. 2 quality athletes. And Green rises and buries it.
I'll tell you, Green has been the spotlight for this Cedarville team in the second half. 13 points. 3 of 4 from three-point range. He is definitely just elevating his game to another level this half, keeping his team in it.
There's BB. Nice start and stop. He doesn't get the call there. Bornellis thought he was fouled. It's a 4-point Lynn lead. Watch out. Green is there. Quick alert cover by Demo. And underneath a hold on Sankari. That is the 5th team foul on Lynn. Coach Price quickly gets Cameron Gaines. He needs him on the court as he replaces IB. Quinton Green, one of those players. You see it often at the D2 level. And here's Green straight on three. Misses that one. And look at the offensive rebound. Bornellis, though, digging on the floor. Lynn basketball. Good hustle by Spielman. But we see it quite often. We see guys here at the D2 level, Morgan, not taking anything away from D2 basketball. But you say, why isn't he playing at least a mid-major in D1? I mean, a guy like Quinton Green, 6'7", sophomore from Columbus, with his ability.
Yeah, you see it. Sometimes guys slip through the crack, exposure, grades, different things like that. But this is that's a terrific player for this Cedarville team, being able to create offense, use his length and skill.
Big steal by Bornellis, and then he's tripped and fouled, and that will send Beebe to the line for the 1-and-1. He's over a 90% free throw shooter. Good job by Brandon, who has not shot the ball well the last couple of games. I know he's frustrated, as is the Bornellis bunch. They're great fans here, and his mom Tony. But Brandon making an impact defensively.
Definitely, and the one thing about Brandon is the kid's a hard worker. And if he's not making shots, I guarantee he'll be in the gym over time, putting up shots, trying to just figure out what's wrong, fix different things mechanically wise with his jumper. So I'm not too worried about his slumps, and he's just doing what good players do right now. If your offense isn't there, you got to figure out another way to stay effective for your team. So BB getting it done on the defensive end tonight.
64-58. The big sequence there by BB, because it could have been a breakout the other way to cut it to 2. Lynn back up by 6. Green flying to the rim and scoring. Ellis gambled and went for the interception. Coach Price upset.
And it seems like this Lynn Fighting Knights defense doesn't have an answer for Green right now. The kid is completely on fire.
BB between the rings. Still 8 minutes to go in this one.
And we see this lineup for Cedarville being able to match up pretty well with this Fighting Knights team, being able to switch with everyone.
Moore takes the bump, flips it up and in. That's a tough shot around Spielman.
That's a very tough basket by Demo. A very tough basket.
66-60. Here's Green. Gonna have to hedge out. Stops, loses it, gets it back, falling down, and is called for a walk. Good help D by Cameron Gaines, who seems to be improving every game for Lynn.
Definitely, and Cameron is, as I said it before, is a very consistent player. It's a walking double-double and point.
Now Lynn continuing to struggle from the floor. Morgan here in the second.
Yeah, just shooting 33% overall from the half. So, and being outscored by 10 right now. Got to find some answers. Either you got to get some stops or you got to make some shots. So it's got to be one or the other, if not both.
And completely flipped from the first half. Where Lynn shot over 50, and now Cedarville shooting over 50. Moore straight on 3, wide left. Not even close. 66-60 Fighting Knights.
And we see the Cedarville defense switching, going man-to-man, just throwing different looks at Lynn, forcing them to make plays.
Moffmer pulls up from top of the key and drains it. Moffmer now with 17. Green has 18. Jordan Allen, the high man of the game, with 20. Bornellis from the free throw line. His jumper is off. Peavy! The tip dunk. Wow.
The elevation for Peavy. Sparked some life for this Lynn Fighting Knights team.
Yeah, they needed that. A hammer. Moffmer to the rim and around the shot blocker Gaines. 2 in a row for Moffmer.
Got to be able to get stops.
68-64. Peavy. Pull up Jay with a defender in his face, in and out. The rebound collected by Van Horn. They run up to Green. Green to the rim with a left hand, draws the foul on Moore, and that is number 4 on the Lynn point guard.
And this kid Green is tough. It's tough going downhill. Just a warrior overall.
Shooting for the Yellow Jackets, Quinton Green.
So he can bring Cedarville to within 2 here. Green 1 for 2 from the free throw line. 7 for 10 from the field. 3 of 5 from beyond the arc.
Number 5, Jordan Allen.
Jordan Allen will replace Moore, who has 4 fouls. 10 on the bench with 4 for the Yellow Jackets.
Green with 1 ball.
68-66. Guarding the perimeter, this has been effective for Cedarville. Allen for 3, yes. Big triple for Jordan Allen, who has 23.
5 triples tonight for Mr. Allen and providing a spark after sitting for a couple minutes. We see the Lynn benches up with the defensive chance. Let's see if they can get a stop on this end.
There's a switch here. Gaines is on Moffmer. Moffmer takes him to the baseline and dishes out to Parker for 3, and that rattles in.
Great find. A great find and another great shot by Parker. Knocking down big-time triples to bring them within 2.
2-point game again. 4:40 to play. Jumping out at the 3-point shooter, Allen. Whips a pass, Gaines for the dunk. Terrific dime from Jordan Allen.
Great dime, and we keep getting buckets, but we've got to get some stops.
Moffmer, they leave him open. He launches, and rebound by Ellis. Peavy recovered just in the nick of time to get a hand up. Peavy calls out the play. It's a pick from Peavy. Warren Ellis, the floater, banked it no good. Tip try no, and out of bounds to Cedarville. (73-69) here at the Cedarville team. And Lynn was able to build a 20-point lead and a 16-point lead at the half, but the Yellow Jackets have come out here in the second half with confidence. And that 3-2 Syracuse-like zone, which we saw from Dominican as well, has really put a dent in the Lynn scoring. And meanwhile, Cedarville offensively has been extremely efficient. (73-69). Here's Green.
We see Gaines battling down low.
Yeah, Van Horn calling for it. Parker wants to back down Bornellis. Goes up strong, misses. Gaines over everybody for the strong rebound. Cameron Gaines having another excellent game off the double-double from Thursday.
Definitely, and looking at Gaines, he's close to another double-double here tonight. 10 points, 9 rebounds, and a chance to put in 2 at the free throw line.
6'7" junior from Covington, Georgia, as Morgan mentioned, came over from Payne College with his head coach, Daryl Stinson, now the associate head coach here under Jeff Price.
And Lynn's got to focus, put some in. It's a close game. You need all the 3 points you can get. So guys got to focus, lock in, and knock down free throws.
Moffmer throws the ball away. Parker claiming tip. And the far side official overrules and corrects the call. Mossmer around a screen. Screen and roll to Van Horn. Draws the foul. Count it. And the foul. 3-point play opportunity. Coach Price upset with that poor screen and roll defense. With 3 minutes to go, the momentum building for Cedarville this whole second half.
And right there, Cameron doesn't have to jump. He can just stay solid, keep his hands up, and just use his length.